General Assembly of the NEMA network by default. Chancellor Mohammed Abdel, CEO of the General Authority for Investment and Free Zones, explained that obtaining the position of the Vice President of the NEMA network comes within the framework of the authority's endeavors to strengthen its presence at the international, regional level, and the culmination of the efforts made by the authority in order to present developments in creating and in improving the investment climate in a way that supports the promotion of Egypt as an environment safe and stimulating investment. Abdel also said to the authority's contribution to enhancing the role of investment promotion agencies through participation in joint cooperation programs that focuses on learning about best practices and experiences for the benefit of the network members in the field of attracting investments. It is worth noting that the NEMA Investment Network was established in the year 2006 and includes 76 members between investment bodies and business organizations in the Mediterranean region. The network is concerned with promoting investment in the Mediterranean region through programs funded by international organizations, especially the European Union. Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phono with Dr. Abdel Hamid Mamdouh, former Director for Services, Trade and Investment in the World Trade Organization. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure, sir, to have you. Well, Dr. Mamdouh, what is a NEMA Investment Network? Could you give us a detailed idea about it?
As a matter of fact, it is a regional investment promotion association.
Yes.
The objective of which is to gather investment promotion agencies in order to exchange best practices and latest trends in promoting FDI flows and attracting foreign direct investment. So it is of a regional focus, which I think is very important for Egypt as one of the leading countries of the region.
Yes. So, Doctor, what is the importance of choosing Egypt as a representative?
I think first it's recognition for Egypt as a leading economy. It's also recognition for Egypt as one of the attractive investment environments in the region. But also, I think it is important because it gives Egypt a greater opportunity to benefit from experiences and share best practices with other countries in the region, which would help Egypt advance down the path that it has already taken. In addition to that, it also supports the integration of the Egyptian economy into the global economy today at a very, very dynamic stage of the global economic environment, as you know. So we put all this together, and I think it is quite significant that Egypt has taken this place at this point in time.
Yes. So, Doctor, by choosing Egypt, so we would like to know what is the criteria by which they choose the representative country?
I think there is, of course, a principle of rotation in those positions, but at the same time, there is also a question of what kind of an example the country would give in terms of not only investment promotion, but also the other side of the story of attracting foreign direct investment is the extent to which a country has an investment-friendly regulatory environment. And here, of course, we talk about the regulatory regime within the country and the extent to which it gives a good example for other countries who wish to attract foreign direct investment. That includes the transparency of regulations, the predictability of investment conditions, predictability of policies, and of course, the predictability of other policies such as trade policy. You would not go and invest in a country unless you know, for example, how you're going to import your production needs, and how are you going to export your final product. So all this put together, I think, is taking into account when countries are selected for that kind of role.
Yes, Doctor, you've just mentioned that Egypt is going to benefit a lot from this being chosen as a representative. What is the outcome of this choice, or what can we expect in the near future?
I think it all hinges upon the extent to which Egypt makes use of that position in terms of benefiting from the experiences of other countries. Because in Egypt, we have the foreign direct investment mix that comes into the country is still to a very large extent focused on the oil and gas sector. Yeah. It's about 53%. This is according to the latest statistics. That needs to diversify a bit. We need more investments in manufacturing. We need more investments in the services sector in particular. Now, the question here is, how would Egypt benefit from the experiences of other countries in order to diversify the mix of inflows of FDIs? Yeah.
So, Doctor, where is Egypt now located on the investment map? And also, we'd like to know what kind of opportunities in various fields of investment does Egypt provide?
I think Egypt is, first of all, according to the latest World Investment Report of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTAD, Egypt in 2020 has been the biggest attractive country in FDI within Africa. It's the first African country in attracting foreign direct investment, in spite of COVID-19 and in spite of all the difficulties associated with that. So Egypt is a leading country in Africa. Now, of course, it plays also a leading role in the MENA region. Now, yes. Egypt has a lot of opportunities to offer, but what I would venture to say here is that I think Egypt needs to offer more investment opportunities in the services sector, and I mean in particular infrastructure services, whether it's telecommunications, financial services, logistics, distribution, and so forth.
Yes, so Doctor, what countries invest more in Egypt, and what are the most promising areas for investment in Egypt?
Well, the main leading countries that invest in Egypt are the United States, and then of course the European Union, but within the European Union there is Germany, France, Italy, Sweden, and Belgium. Yes. And then there is also the UK. And there are Arab countries, important Arab countries that invest in Egypt, such as Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Bahrain. Now, the opportunities that they have, as I said, I think need to be expanded a bit in the services sector, but also in the manufacturing sector. Yes. By looking into where the bottlenecks are and having to deal with them. Because Egypt is very rich in its human resources and natural resources. And of course, we can't forget the genius geographical location of Egypt, which makes it a hub for a lot of activities.
Yes. I thank you very much for your valuable information. Thank you very much for joining us, Dr. Abdel Hamid Mamdouh, former Director of Services, Trade and Investment in the World Trade Organization. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a short break.